Marson Ashley Kay was an adventurous young man with a passion for exploring the unknown. In March 2012, he decided to go cave exploring in the Weeki Wachee Cave, located in Florida. Weeki Wachee is known for its beautiful but dangerous underground passages with narrow tunnels and deep, dark spaces. For Marson, the thrill of discovery was worth the risk. However, cave exploration, while exciting, can be dangerous if not approached with caution. The tight, confined spaces and unpredictable conditions can quickly turn an adventure into a life-threatening situation. Marson's decision to explore Weeki Wachee would have tragic consequences. The Weeki Wachee Cave is a mysterious place, hidden deep beneath the ground. Its narrow passageways twist and turn, sometimes only wide enough to squeeze through. The cave is pitch dark, with only the light from explorers' headlamps piercing the gloom. The air is damp and cold, and the sound of dripping water echoes throughout the cave, adding to its haunting atmosphere. Some parts of the cave are so tight that even experienced explorers have trouble moving forward. Despite these dangers, the cave is beautiful, with stunning rock formations and crystal-clear underground pools. Before venturing into such a cave, explorers like Marson must take careful precautions. They wear special gear like helmets, headlamps, wetsuits, and ropes to ensure their safety. They also follow strict guidelines, including mapping the cave's layout and setting clear limits on how far to go. Every explorer needs to stay connected with their team and check their equipment regularly to avoid accidents. Cave exploring is exciting, as it offers the thrill of discovering hidden worlds beneath the Earth's surface. For adventurers like Marson, the cave is like a giant puzzle waiting to be solved. The challenge of navigating its narrow tunnels, coupled with the adrenaline rush, is what makes cave exploration so captivating, yet it also requires respect for the cave's unpredictable nature. Marson Ashley Kay began his cave exploration with excitement and curiosity. He had always been drawn to the thrill of discovering hidden places, and Weeki Wachee Cave promised to be an adventure like no other. As he and his team entered the cave, the darkness enveloped them, but Marson felt a sense of exhilaration. He expected to find beautiful rock formations, underground pools, and maybe even undiscovered areas of the cave. The idea of being one of the few people to explore this mysterious place filled him with pride. They ventured deeper into the cave. Things began to take a dangerous turn. They reached a narrow, tight passage that was much smaller than expected. Eager to continue, tried to squeeze through, but he became stuck. The space was so narrow that he couldn't move forward or backward, and the more he struggled, the tighter it seemed to get. His breathing grew heavier, and a wave of panic washed over him. What had started as an exciting adventure now felt like a trap. The once thrilling exploration quickly shifted to fear as Marson realized how serious the situation had become. The walls of the cave, which had seemed like an exciting challenge, now felt suffocating and unforgiving. As Marson realized he was trapped, panic began to set in. His body was wedged tightly in the narrow passage, and every movement only seemed to make things worse. He tried to shift his position, wriggling his body in an attempt to free himself, but the space was so tight that even small movements were impossible. The walls of the cave pressed against him, and he could feel the weight of the situation growing heavier with every passing minute. His headlamp flickered nervously as he called out to his team, but the echoes of his voice were swallowed by the cave's thick silence. Marson's friends, hearing his cries, rushed to his side. They tried to pull him out, but the passage was so narrow that it was impossible for them to help. Desperate, they called for rescue teams, knowing that they needed professional help. The local cave rescue teams were quickly dispatched, but they faced immediate challenges. The cave's winding passages were difficult to navigate, and the narrow tunnel where Marson was stuck was in a particularly dangerous part of the cave. The rescuers had to carefully find their way through the maze of passages, all while trying to maintain their safety. Reaching Marson was not easy. The tightness of the passage, combined with the low visibility and the risk of further injury, made the rescue attempt incredibly complicated. As the minutes stretched into hours, the pressure mounted, and the teams worked tirelessly. But the conditions were simply too difficult to overcome. The rescue mission began with a sense of urgency. As soon as the teams arrived at the cave, they quickly began to assess the situation. Experienced cave rescuers, along with emergency responders, came together to form a plan. Their first priority was to locate Marson and figure out the safest way to reach him. The cave's winding and narrow passages made this a difficult task, but they knew they had to act quickly. Time was running out. To aid the mission, the rescue teams used specialized equipment such as ropes, pulleys, and harnesses. They also brought along inflatable rescue devices to help maneuver through the tightest parts of the cave. In addition, they used cameras and lights to get a better view of the passage and Marson's exact position. The team worked in shifts, with some rescuers carefully inching through the tunnels while others remained outside coordinating the operation. However, the rescue effort was without setbacks. The narrowness of the tunnel proved to be an even greater obstacle than anticipated. As rescuers tried to get closer, the walls were so tight that it was nearly impossible to maneuver the equipment effectively. Marson's position was precarious, and the longer the operation took, the greater the risk of further injury. The team struggled against the clock, battling both physical and mental exhaustion. Despite the many challenges, the rescuers remained determined and brave, pushing forward with all their strength. Unfortunately, their efforts were not enough to save Marson, but their courage and commitment to the mission were nothing short of heroic. Marson Ashley Kay's tragic death sent shockwaves through the cave exploration community and beyond. His story highlighted the risks involved in exploring tight, uncharted spaces without proper precautions. The incident led to increased awareness about the importance of safety and preparation before undertaking any adventure, particularly cave exploration. People learned that while adventure is exciting, it must never come at the cost of preparedness. Proper gear such as helmets, ropes, and headlamps, as well as a detailed plan, are essential for anyone entering a cave. Explorers must be aware of their limits and never underestimate the dangers of tight, confined spaces. In the aftermath, the incident sparked new discussions about better safety protocols and rescue training for cave exploration. While Marson's death was a heartbreaking tragedy, it helped raise awareness about the importance of caution in risky activities. His story, though sad, became a lesson in safety that could save future explorers. Marson Ashley Kay's life was one full of adventure and passion for discovery, but his tragic death serves as a powerful reminder to always prioritize safety, no matter how thrilling an adventure may seem. His story teaches us that even the most experienced explorers can face unexpected dangers, and proper preparation is key to preventing tragedy. While the excitement of exploring the unknown is part of what makes life interesting, it's crucial to respect the risks involved. Marson's legacy lives on in the lessons we learn from his journey, ensuring that future explorers approach their adventures with both courage and caution.